y'all. Hey Cancer, it's your girl Javy. Hi Priestess. Back at it again with the general tarot reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aquarius season 2021. We did it. We made it. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising as all the videos are rolling out quickly actually. On top of things. Fire does well in air season, so getting things done. You, on the other hand, may be needing more support. So check out my daily tarot readings on Instagram at justj_everything and see other dope shit I do at my website, justjeverything.com. Now, Cancer, you still have Pluto and Venus across from you in Capricorn. So there's still a lot going on, a lot coming to light, a lot unfolding, a lot of emotions and eruptions, and there's a lot going on with your ruling planet, the moon. There's constant, ever-changing, but there are a lot of just important aspects to pay attention to, especially the full moon in Leo on the 28th, and it's going to be the last quarter moon on February 4th. Then we'll have the new moon in Aquarius on February 11th. So no more than any usual. It's just like cardinal water in fixed air. It's like sleet. It feels like is how it translates, like the meeting of the two. Hail. So there could be a coldness that you guys are coming into or encountering, a hardening of sorts. But I wrote down in my notes, be careful for martyrdom, boo. There's a lot going on with cancers. Every cancer I've talked to and even stories I've heard is just like, be careful for overreacting or over-emotionality. Some of you, there may be hormonal things going on. Be sure, especially if you're craving chocolate or sweets, check on your magnesium levels. Some of you may be needing more vitamin D, in more ways than one vitamin D. But tap into, there could be a vitamin D deficiency or just like dealing with, seasonal depression, I'm sure whatever hemisphere that you're in. It's just time to better identify your mood swings and better identify your shifts in your demeanor, better identify your shifts in your temperament. Like being able to self-identify, I feel like, self-soothe, things of self-sufficiency. But either way, deep breath. Yes, for the most useful, helpful, divinely aligned messages for, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aquarius season 2020. I'm going to take this out in the order that it came. First card out, Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. Some of you may be, hold on, we'll just do it. 8 of Swords. 6 of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. Knight of Swords. Did I want to take all of those that way? I mean, there's a bunch of else that came out, but the moon at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So we'll go with it. Things may not be as they seem with the moon at the bottom of the deck, Cancer. For Aquarius season, And actually it's funny that this is actually perfect because I meant to say and write down in my notes that getting really grounded is really important. Maintaining your center, really, and that could be by way of, it's funny, I think that like you guys need to be checking into stones, digging more into more grounding stones. I bought a bunch of zebra agate. You can't really see these, but it's malachite and zebra agate, and then another one is opalite and zebra agate. And when I bought them, researched them later, and it's great for grounding, creativity, protection, centeredness, and that's something that I feel like is really coming up for you guys. Knight of Pentacles being the first card out, it's time to look at the details. It's time to like not shy away from hard work. Though you may not be moving at the pace that you want to be moving, you are moving forward, says the Knight of Pentacles. And what you're moving forward towards is looking at all the ways that you've kept yourself stuck. Yeah, release it. Let it come out. Looking at all the ways that I just heard hot air. Like maybe like someone was like gassing you up or just blowing hot air up your shit, just saying things that you felt like you wanted to, that they thought you wanted to hear. Or you guys have just really been, you're mounting the dark horse of self-doubt. Woo! That just came through. Whatever, like some of you really have been holding yourself back. Like not letting your light shine as bright as it should. Not like playing small. Some of you, and the Eight of Swords says it's time to take a look at what you've been looping about, what cycles that you've been stuck in. And the Six of Pentacles out says break them. Says that they will be broken. The tables will be turned. Things are recalibrating. It feels like justice coming through for you guys. Karma being doled out. In the ways that some of you have like kept yourself stuck with someone, possibly with heavy earth placements or Pisces placements. It's like you have accepted less than, or you're tired of accepting what you tolerated previously. And it's like, this looks like Cancer getting yourself fucking unstuck. Cancer cutting yourself down from this hanged man, this stuck position. This looks like a lot of facing yourself, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. In Aquarius season, looking at the ways that you've kept yourself restricted or caged or bound, or what feels shameful, what feels vulnerable, what feels like some of you may have felt like, am I being punished? Like, what did I do to deserve this? And the King of Swords, you close out Aquarius season equipped with the knowledge, equipped with the words, having a better control of your mind, a better control of your thoughts and the words that come out of your mouth. Maybe some of you like mastering something, mastering a language. Some of you could be stuck on, like some of you are in school and you're stuck in like language or math or something, like a subject has you maybe stuck, and there is it's like try harder, dig deeper, don't give up, keep like pushing through, keep researching new tactics to understand something. And that's not just for everyone in school. It's like there may be someone that's harsh, or you need to be harsh too, that you're having to study and really like gather information on how to articulate yourself in a different or new way. Some of you are mastering new, or like learning new processes or procedures, or some of you are really enforcing boundaries and enforcing and cutting yourself off. There may be truth or information or insight or something comes in, maybe by way of a Pisces or a Sagittarius, but, or about one, but there could be, or an earth sign, but there could be, or also someone with heavy air placement, sorry. It's a general reading, what the fuck do you expect? But there is something about information coming in that cuts you down from embarrassing or sets you free from embarrassing or harsh or delayed processes. Some of you, like, you're waiting for someone to invest in you, or you're waiting for some kind of success or some turning of a table, and it's not going at the pace that you want. Things aren't as they seem right now. So it's really important that you do what you can to free yourself, take the blindfold off, and accept the reality of the situation for whatever it is, especially if it has to do with a fucking earth sign or someone with heavy earth placements. There is a need for you to understand what you have that is of value, what you bring to the table. And that ain't for everybody. You can't take everybody with you, and you can't save everybody. Capricorn and Cancers have that fucking Captain Save-A-Ho shit that we have to, like, master. And everybody can't come with you. You can't save everybody. You can't nurse everyone back to health. It's not your place, babe. It's not. And I love you. But the Knight of Pentacles says that there's shit to possibly, you're really turning your back on stuff that took place in Capricorn season. And a lot of you are aware, like hyper aware of your shadow, hyper aware of darkness that's within you, sadness that's within you, really getting a hold of, some of you are getting a hold of your depression, getting a hold of your seasonal depression, getting a hold of your shadow side or your anger or your possessiveness. Or some of you are really getting a hold on the things that you need to let go of. And when you let them go, the Six of Pentacles comes in and says the tables turn, the scales recalibrate, things balance out, things level out. No more are you groveling. No more will you be just tolerating what you can get. It's not, that kind of life ain't for you. And some of you are going to see the ways that you've delayed your own progress. Some of you are really needing to forgive yourself for the things that you have held on to for so long while you're releasing them. Let's let that person, let that thing, let that job, let that failure, or that, it's really a blessing that you think is a failure, but whatever it is, it's like your rejection is your protection. Whatever it is, let it go and forgive yourself is the next part. It's like letting that person, that thing, whatever it is, letting it go, and then you move on to the part where you're really looking at yourself and you're forgiving yourself for tolerating some bullshit for however long you tolerated it. Really allowing yourself to be vulnerable, to really look at the things that you've learned while you've been this uncomfortable. Cancer, what have you learned? Because this looks, I'm going to call the video Cancer Uncomfortability. This looks like you in a place of being uncomfortable or learning from you, and you may not be uncomfortable currently, but come Aquarius season, you're learning from uncomfortability that possibly took place in Capricorn season, or just really still recovering and learning and processing everything that happened in 2020. It's just like, as we're going into spring, this is the end of the year in real life, like fuck the Gregorian calendar, but it's just like, this is the real end of the year. We're getting ready to go into spring, and we're in a place of really processing everything that's taken place. And Aquarius season provides us that perfect amount of emotional detachment to really be able to like dig into the shadow boo. Why did we do this for this long? Why have we abstained or withheld or caged ourselves or boxed ourselves for this long? And understanding that once you start to look at it, like, everything changes once it's observed. That's science. So when you really start to look at the swords in your heart, the swords in your mind, the self-limiting beliefs, the self-doubt, the unproductive emotional and mental patterns that you have bound yourself into, Once you really, and also whoever is like perpetuating this thankless job or perpetuating this martyrdom, understand that it ain't them, it's you. I love you. No shade. I'm talking to me, I got a Cancer moon. I know. It's just like you're allowing it. So it's like you're, stop with the, you know, the dramatics or whatever it is. It's like, it's just time to look at it. I love you. Speaking of look at it, let's get into it. Shit. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aquarius season. I want to go ahead and clarify the Knight of Pentacles because it's clear that you guys are working really hard, or hard work is going to be required. Excuse me, because there's something that you're working towards, building towards, and it looks like what you're building towards is freedom. So I want to ask, how can Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, how can we best facilitate, how can we maintain the energy that is needed to facilitate this freedom, to get this breakthrough? Please clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Please clarify the Knight of Pentacles. The way I'm doing that, I really actually feel like I'm clarifying for both. Whew. Focus. It's time to put in work. Blinders on, mind your motherfucking business, baby. If it's not about you directly, it does not require your attention. There are cycles here. There are cycles here to work hard and on breaking. Slowly and steadily, because you are definitely needing to be like methodical in improving some kind of skill or craft, or learning or developing some kind of a project, maybe building towards a healthier mindset. It's like it's time to get grounded. Aquarius season for you guys is about earth, grounding, centering, building, focusing. Blinders on, like the horse. Please clarify. Blinders on, but blindfold off. Like, keep yourself looking forward, not blind. You feel me? I know you know. Don't act brand new. Please clarify the Eight of Swords. Other than hard work and focus and dedication, how can Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising best break free of their cage? How can they liberate themselves? How can they open themselves up to the truth, to freedom, to awareness, to clarity? Please clarify. The Eight of Swords. Wow. Blindfold on, blindfold off. I hear acknowledgement. It's time to acknowledge, like, how can you best free yourself? It's time to acknowledge your own hard work. Stop seeking validation from anyone else or expecting someone else to give you a cookie or a gold star or any of that nature or any kind of recognition or acknowledgement. It's time for you to acknowledge all the hard work that you've put in. Take the blindfold off, see the reality of the situation, especially if it has something to do with an air sign or an earth sign or someone with heavy air or earth placements. And you tap into your spirituality, tap into your power so that you can fucking restore yourself, so that you can really look at all the resources that are available to you, all the passions and projects and things that you actually really need to tend to. Because it's like, some of you, it's becoming aware that there's just hard work to do and you may be feeling burnt out. So it's like the way that you can avoid being burnt out is to acknowledge your limitations. Some of you need to ask for help. Some of you need to delegate tasks before you get burnt out. And it's like going from the 8 to the 9. It's like slow and steady progress, one step at a time, babe. Please clarify the Six of Pentacles, because the tides turn. The scales, they find true balance. True balance. Damn it, I forgot what I was going to call this fucking video. I just said it. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch this. Shit. Cancer, incarceration, or some shit. No. Please clarify the Six of Pentacles. Because there is balance coming in. Some of you, there are people pouring into you. There's a new cycle. I feel like that's available to you guys. Some of you with this earth sign as well. It's like you do have the ability to step out of the cycle, yeah, and experience newness, a new take on old love for some of you. For some of you, the person that comes in, or the way that the tables turn, is there may be new love, a new crush, a new project, or a new a new like boo thing possibly coming in, or a new love for a new modality, because for a healing art, or a flow art, or creativity. It's something, it's time to invest in yourself, investing in creativity and healing arts, and opening and educating yourself about ways to flow and get yourself unstuck. Please clarify the Hangman. For some of you, there may be intense conversations with someone that has heavy Pisces placements. They may be being mean to you, or you may need to watch yourself and make sure you're not mean to them. But there is some kind of possible like power struggle, or there may be something going on with someone of an authority to you, feeling stuck at a job, or feeling stuck in communication, stuck in the mind possibly. But the King of Swords comes in and like with the truth. Please clarify the Hangman. So an Aquarius Emperor reversed. For some of you, it's like there may be an argument, or this AI said there's something about like a power struggle. Some of you may be stuck on or healing things in regards to the father, or in regards to there may be issues with your father going on, or issue with a paternal figure in your life, needing to gain new perspective. I feel like you and this person are both upside down because you're gaining perspective. Look at the crown at the head, and the crown there, the halo there, whatever. It's like it's you both, there's like a power struggle, but you both are going through similar things, just opposite ends of the spectrum. Some of you may be feeling punished. Some of you, it's like, for some of you, someone may be like getting caught up in like the legal system. Like, don't fuck around and like end up in jail. Or you may be just hearing about some possible drama. But the way to get yourself unstuck is to stop being lazy for some of you. To stop evading structure and order. There may be issues with someone with heavy Aries or Scorpio placements. Some of you may be unsure or uncertain about someone with heavy Aries or Scorpio placements. Actually, please continue to clarify the Hangman for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aquarius season 2021. And there just may be a need to like this. For some of you, I feel like there may be a new relationship, or because of a misunderstanding, you get a new connection, or you get a new start or a new beginning, and you get to see the ways that maybe you don't want to juggle, or what you don't want to juggle anymore, or a mismanagement of your time is communicated or argued about. Maybe there's just a difference in expectations, a difference in how you manage your time versus how someone else manages their time. Bottom of the deck, the devil. There is just a need for like clear communication, especially if this has something to do with family or drugs or alcoholism or substance abuse or like bad health, like someone endangering their health possibly. It's a general reading, but this feels very specific for some of you. But there is stuff like check on your dad, I feel like, or your paternal figure. And also for those of you who aren't, or your father has passed, or there just may be themes of the father that are coming up, or there is just something about a mismanagement of structure or a mismanagement of time, or a mismanagement of aggression. Like you get angry and possibly hit somebody. There could be repercussions for that. So just check yourself before you wreck yourself, Cancer. Especially towards the end of Aquarius season, there may definitely be like tension between you and someone with heavy Pisces, Aries, Sagittarius, or Scorpio placements. Please clarify the King of Swords. Ooh, Ace of Cups. But it's like insight comes in. It's like this is divine, and whatever argument happens, it heals. Yes, by the end of Aquarius season brings like new insight, new love for some of you, new understanding, new emotional and spiritual connections available to you that give you a new relationship with faith, a new way to tap into, look at this yellow, a new way to tap into your solar plexus and harness your willpower in a different way, and heading into more peace, more meditation, more sacred experiences, more spiritual experiences. And when you go into that sacred space, you get to really put your weapons down. Look at how your defensives have been up, and look in the past in a different way that makes you understand why you've been alone, why you need to be alone, and why you are being attuned, because you're being called for something very specific, and you need to be, and you may be feeling a bit rebellious, but it's like it's time for, even if you're in a committed relationship or in love or whatever it is, it's time for you to harness and tap into your individuality so that you can best be a better lover, be more receptive. There is something here about receptivity as well, but it's time for you to really tap into you, Cancer. And that looks like, in that alone time, it needs to be productive, not just Netflix or bullshitting with people. The people that you talk to you need to be having really amorous, loving, soulful connections with them, conversations with them. It just needs to mean more. So let it. Let the people you surround yourself with and the conversations you have and everything that you do just start to mean more. Because, like, what the fuck are we doing here? You got this. I love you.